Welcome to our podcast, friends. We are recording this session on October 19, 2021. So far on our podcast, we have discussed about IEX, Birlasoft, and Persistence. Continuing that trend, we are discussing another stock that has turned out to be a huge winner and can continue its upward trend as the industry cycle has just begun. Yes, we are discussing about Cera Sanitaryware. To discuss more, I have our equity analyst Alia with me. Welcome, Alia.
Thank you for having me back, Aditya.
So, Alia, can you tell us more about what Cera does?
Yes, so as the name suggests, Cera Sanitaryware, it started its business with manufacturing of sanitary ware, which includes things like toilet bowls, cisterns, and your wash basins, etc. It has gradually expanded from there to bathware, which is your shower and faucets. And for the last couple of years, it has also ventured into tiles manufacturing, given the large market size there. Sanitary ware contributes about 50% right now, and faucet ware about 30%. Tiles is about 17 odd percent, and they have a new segment called wellness, which is the rest 2%.
Basically, a complete bathroom solution provider.
Right, correct.
Okay. So you recommended buy on Cera at about 2,686 per share back in November 2020. Today, the stock has touched almost 6,300. What brought the stock to your notice?
So real estate slowdown from 2018 to 2020 had affected sales of building materials, and that included companies like Cera and its peers. Post the pandemic, we were seeing real estate cycle turning. We were seeing housing market in US improving. Interest rates were low, prices had declined, and there was a huge inventory pileup. And we found the ceramics industry, including sanitary ware, bathware, and tiles manufacturers, to be a good proxy to the real estate play. And we actually started looking at this segment. So Cera became a very obvious pick in the industry. It had 3 decades of experience in the industry, a very strong distribution and marketing network, and an industry-leading position in the sanitary ware industry, especially in the retail segment. All of which led to great financial it can boast of. It has a ROC of 17 to 18%, which inches up to 23% in good years. Consistent margin of 14 to 16%. And this has helped the company maintain the return on equity of 20% on an average for the last 20 years. It had a 10-year sales CAGR of 15%. Operating cash flow average of 100 crore for the last 10 years, which was more than sufficient to fund the capex internally, which resulted in Cera being a nearly zero debt company. And we expected Cera to be an obvious beneficiary of the real estate rebound. It had almost 75% sales coming from retail, and the rest 22% was coming from projects. Also, 50% of the sales were coming from tier 3 cities, and metros contributed 30% of sales. So demand for real estate in semi-urban and rural areas was recovering more rapidly, which we thought would help Cera. Plus, like I said earlier, it was venturing into allied sectors like tiles and faucets, which have a higher addressable market. This would help them grow their revenue further. Revenue contribution from these 2 segments has been continuously going upwards, and we expected it to increase to 50% in the next 2 years. So such a company usually trades at a premium valuation, and though Cera has always been on our radar, valuations didn't allow us to buy. But the company was out of favor for some time due to the real estate slowdown in 2020, and valuations were not cheap, but they were fair. And there was a buying opportunity we had been waiting for. So we decided to go in.
When you put it like that, it does make sense. But isn't there a huge competition in the industry from the unorganized market?
Yes, you are right. In fact, we had a cautious view on the sector when we started studying it due to fragmented market and cost arbitrage between unorganized and organized players. Also, there was a risk from Chinese bathware, which were quite popular then. However, several disruptions like GST, liquidity crisis, and the pandemic slowdown affected the unorganized players' financial position. Anti-China sentiment led to customers preferring Indian brands over Chinese brands. So gradually, we are seeing a shift in market share gains to branded players led by increasing brand awareness, the strong distribution network they have, and increasing income levels in India. Currently, organized players form about 60% of the total market. Rest 40% is unorganized. And among the organized players, the industry is very consolidated. It has a few large players like Hindware, Parryware, and Cera. Cera has a 25% market share within the organized market. Also, Cera is spending almost 10% of its sales on advertisement and sales promotion. That is helping it differentiate its brand. And this is what has helped it increase the market share to the current 25%. It is focusing on premiumization and retail sales to maintain margins and return on capital employed.
All right. So are you still positive on the company's growth prospects?
Yes, definitely. We expect strong growth momentum in all of its segments, sanitary ware, tiles, faucets, due to the rising demand for affordable housing, urbanization, the Swachh Bharat initiative, and industry consolidation. So we expecting a growth of 12 to 14% in the industry. Additionally, like I said, Cera is focusing on the retail replacement market sales versus project sales, as project sales are volatile and on lower margins. So currently, Cera has 75% sales coming from retail and the rest 22 from projects. It is also launching new products or SKUs that will help in gaining market share. Currently, it has about 6,000 SKUs or stock keeping units as we call it. Plus, it is taking price hikes and improving its product mix that will help in sustaining margins at current levels. We think Cera's focus on premiumization, retail sales, and expansion into allied segments like tiles, faucets are what will help it grow over the next 5 years. Plus, the management's conservatism and the 3-decade track record makes us confident that its strong profitability can sustain over the long term. So someone holding the stock can continue to ride the growth cycle. However, we wouldn't advise fresh buying here.
What can be some of the risk involved in this business?
Since sales are linked to the real estate industry, slowdown in real estate is one of the obvious major risks. Another risk comes from increasing competitive intensity. We have already discussed how fragmented the industry is. So this is further intensified due to the entry of international players and rapid expansion of domestic players. Foreign players usually cater to brand-conscious customers with higher spending power. And Cera does not have entrenched premium brand yet. Though it is taking steps to enhance its retail reach and product offerings, the competition will continue to pose challenges over the medium term.
All right. So how much exposure would you recommend to this industry now?
Rather than focusing on industry sector exposure, we like to look at how exposed we are to a particular theme that is driven by the same economic factors. Industries in this particular theme would be paints, cement, housing finance, real estate developers, tiles, plywood, sanitary ware, adhesives and pipes. So we recommend limiting exposure to any particular theme to 20%.
Thank you, Alia, for your valuable inputs.
Thanks, Aditya.
To all our listeners, if you have any specific question related to these stocks or this industry, do let us know in the comments tab. You can also subscribe to our podcast channel on YouTube, Google, and Spotify. Till then, happy investing.